Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. In this video I will discuss Mr. Zelensky's statements regarding a new geopolitical alignment if Ukraine loses, and I wonder if that is a little blackmail over there. And I will show you in the same article that I will discuss Mr. Zelensky's subliminal messages by referring to certain things in a certain way, obviously, but with a certain connotation, but on the opposite with a different connotation. Just two things plus the analysis of this geopolitical alignment. What does that mean? Is it crossing to the other side? Is this a blackmail? If you don't give me money, I will go to the other side. This is one thing that I suspected from some time already, maybe a year and a half. I think this is one of the blackmails that maybe Zelensky, if he is in charge of anything, could pull on the West, which is, man, you know what, we're going to negotiate with the Russians and we're going to just switch towards the Russians and you lost us. If you don't want that to happen, then give us more of everything. This could have happened in March or whenever, March 2022, when Boris Johnson, then the Prime Minister of Great Britain, showed up in Kiev unannounced, supposedly, or surprise visit, after the Ukrainians met the Russians about 5 times to negotiate a peace agreement. These guys showed up. That was, you know what, we're going to just go and have a peace agreement with the Russians, negotiate, and we're going to be in their camp. And the Westerners said, no, we're going to give you anything you want. So when these guys are saying, hey, when Boris Johnson showed up in Kiev, he threatened them and told them what to do, it could have been actually the other way around. It could have been the Ukrainians telling him, you either give us everything we want and you support us, which is your interests, or we're just going to make peace with the Russians and we're going to be friends with Russia, and then you lost us. So I'm not certain who really threatened whom in that Kiev meeting between Zelensky, Stein and Boris Johnson. So let's look at this article first. Coming from Ukrainska Pravda, how do you like it so far? There it is. And this is from February 5th, 2024. I think today are 2 birthdays that I know. One of Georgi Hagi, one of the best, or if not the best, football player, Romanian football player, Georgi Hagi, and I think Cristiano Ronaldo, the Portuguese Ronaldo, Cristiano. Okay, so we got that covered. Now, if US, this is what Zelensky said, if US cuts aid to Ukraine, and I'm quoting, there will be a new geopolitical alignment, Zelensky said. What do you mean? We all know that those guys, the Russians and the Chinese and others, are forming their alliance over there, with you or without you. So if you don't give me money, is that a threat? Is that a consequence of not giving me what I told you to give me in 2022 in spring? Well, we'll see. Let's read further here. President Zelensky has said he has hopes of further US support and warned that there will be a new geopolitical alignment if it decreases. That means we're going to lose, and those guys are going to do what? Do the same thing. Now, this is during an interview with Italian channel, TJ1. And this is the exact quote. I want to believe and hope that if there are changes in the United States, the line will remain the same of support for Ukraine. Yeah, I guarantee you that. Don't worry. Trump will come and bark orders and nobody will listen to him. Like in past 4 years, remember when he was president, because that's the way it works. The bureaucrats, that's why these guys are calling the parallel state or the swamp or whatever, are these guys on the other side. And in this case, they are going to be, like they were before, bureaucrats like CIA, NSA, FBI, military industrial complex, some politicians, all these guys will work on the other team, in the other team. So let's look further in this one. Now, this is the first sentence where Zelensky gives us a subliminal message by using a certain words on the left or on the right and a different word on the, this guy's on the left. So there are radical voices in the Republican Party, that is the negative ones, but there are also many people who support Ukraine. So, well, you see the comma here? A comma here indicates that there's two little sentences, not necessarily related, they are related with the issue of the support, but one refers to one and ones, and the other one supports to different ones. The first one was the guys opposing the support of Ukraine, which he calls them radical voices. They're radical, but if you support us, you're just many people. So you see, he already sent you the message that if you don't support Ukraine, you must be a radical. So this is the first weasel point of this guy's statement. And that's another one. Another one that I have to speak about, I want to talk about here, is how he, again, uses semantics very well crafted to give us the impression, the illusion, the readers or the audience, that actually the United States of America, the people, decide if the weapons and the United States will help or not Ukraine, not the politicians who the population has no control at this point. No control. We have no control of what they're doing over there for 4 years. You vote one time and they have 4 years of doing whatever they want. Legal, but still they can destroy a country or our lives for 4 years straight until we have another chance to vote for another imbecile put forward by the same guys out there. So let me show you the second sentence here. It's up to the people of the United States to decide. But if they intend to cut aid to Ukraine, there will be a new geopolitical alignment. So it is up to the people of the United States to decide. No, I didn't have any power in anything that to decide what. To support your aid. I didn't have anything. Now, he might refer to the elections, which is the same thing that I explained a minute and a half ago. Regardless who's over there, you have the bureaucracy who's not going to listen to the guys. So it's up to the people of the United States of America to decide. No, it's not. Actually, the package, the money that you receive from supposedly us, because it should be our taxes, and if it's not our taxes, we're going to pay for it with interest, being a loan or printed by inflation. Nobody asked me personally, hey, Emil, let's have a referendum. Would you agree? No. Remember that tyrant called Prime Minister Viktor Orban of Hungary? He did exactly that. He made a little referendum and he said, a poll. And he said, let's see how many people would want us, the government that represent you, to send aid to Ukraine. It was 98% of the people in that study, poll, whatever it was, said, no, we don't want that to happen. And this guy says, see, Brussels, we have the will of the people, like democracy that you love so much. Do you think that was welcome? No, it was destroyed at each and every point. Only 1.5 million voted over there. Some people were allowed to vote maybe 2 times. They could have done it, but on both sides, they take only one side. Yet they could have voted 2 times for the guys pro and 2 times for the guys against. But hey, they just look at, hey, the guys pro voted 50 times and the other ones just didn't bother to vote. Oh, another thing was they allowed only the Hungarian citizens to vote. Hungarian citizens. So Hungary, populated by Hungarians. No, if you're Hungarian, that means you're a citizen. If you're not Hungarian, that means you're something else over there. You should not vote. You're Hungarian, you vote. You're not Hungarian, don't vote. But anyway, let's move back to this guy. So he said, will be a new geopolitical alignment. As I said, I suspected already for about 1.5 years that this guy blackmailed the West. Now, that it would imply that the guys around Zelensky, which is his armed guards, are his own people. And he controls the departments that could eliminate him if the West would say, you know what, buddy, you're just a Zelensky Stein over there, a clown. We're going to just get rid of you. We're going to put someone who's going to follow orders. I think that this is the only reason why I think, and the money that obviously he's probably promised and all that, and the power, staying in power, having martial law over there, that means he's a semi-god in Ukraine. And only by that he might have said yes. But if he controlled all these things around him, and I kind of doubt that's why I'm a little bit skeptical that he really blackmailed. I mean, this is the counter arguments for, yeah, he blackmailed the West. We're going to be on, because those guys could take care of him like Victoria Nuland coming and dispensing some more candies. You know what kind of candies? All right, so then that will be it. But I don't discard that a bit. I would say 40% is a blackmail, 60% is just he's under total control of the West. The interest behind the West, the interest that control the West, military and economic power and political connections in order to move these guys in that direction. It's not the United States of America. They work for someone else. I mean, and that's not us, just so you know. So here it is, my friends. Remember, only radical voices are against Ukraine, supporting Ukraine. Everybody else is a decent human being. And the other one is up to the people of the United States to decide. To decide what? You said that even if Trump goes over there, he said, I don't see any change. Didn't say that. I want to believe and hope that if there is a change, there are changes in the United States, the line of support of Ukraine will remain the same. And he was referring to Trump or something. So the line will remain the same. Well, the military, the guys with the guns, they will make sure that people vote in a certain way. Not us. They over there, the elected officials, elected representatives. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.